put together, you speaking of fighting, tussling, all that shit, I put together a short list. We're going to do best and worst years, right? I'm going to start with the worst. Because
I don't know what best and worst years mean.
The best in, all right, so
like
some
who
of the
had
people.
the worst year?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
This
some
year?
people.
Like who had a bad year, yeah.
Of
Niggas
this
had
year.
bad years, okay.
A lot of people that had a lot of bad years. I think one of the names on this list, it kind of spilled over into the whole tussle thing. It kind of, overarching into that. I don't think it was directly involved at all, but it could have went there. It definitely could have went there. So we had some candidates on the Need to Know pod who we thought had the worst year. I'm going to start with worst. Fuck the good. I had DJ Envy. I think he had one of the worst years.
Out of everybody?
Out of anybody in this space, Envy had a fucked up year, in my opinion. Not saying he can't redeem himself, not saying that, whatever. I think this was a very, very tough year for DJ Envy. Personally,
because he still got his job.
And even reputably, his whatever. Sometimes you may be feeling great in your own space, but your reputation takes a hit. So for whatever reason, I see DJ Envy having a pretty fucked up year.
Okay.
Right? So I had DJ Envy on this list. We had Tyrese. We had Jonathan Majors.
I don't think Tyrese had the bad year, yo.
He was just a candidate. He don't got to win the award. That's fine.
Yeah.
We had Diddy. Alex, I think that was your nomination.
Absolutely.
You had Diddy.
Absolutely.
And then it's funny because I had personally Young Thug. I think he had a really bad year because this case just dragged out. He's just behind bars. We don't hear anything from him. His momentum kind of stopped. But that was just some of the people that we had a worse year of. And the reason I brought this list up is because we're talking about you tussling, fighting. Things could have kind of went left when you ran into Caesar's people. For them, from what you said. I'm not, I wasn't there. And I know the establishment, so I don't think anything crazy would have happened there. It would have been fine. But the optics, bro, we talking optics. Everybody don't know. And that's the thing with Joe. Joe assumes that everybody knows everything, and they don't. They don't.
I don't assume that. I assume those that mind don't matter and those that matter don't mind. I think that the people that know me and love me, good thing that went like it went.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's what I'll say.
That's one of the wildest places to do whatever he did. That was like
he would have needed that beer mix.
They did that like you're not from Jersey too. Shit crazy.
But yeah, just the worst year. Is there anybody that comes to mind? For me, like I said, I got DJ Envy.
This is messy, but I feel like Elliott had a really bad year, and I say this with love. I feel like
I want to hear this. Yeah.
Like when you think of him now, like when his name was brought up, I feel like all you think about is like the negative posts that he's been making, and I feel like that's not good. That like that taints his reputation. He didn't have to do that. So you don't think he had a bad year?
No, to your point, Elliott is usually the guy people bang with, right? Like they really don't see the spicy side of Elliott. So I could see where you're like, all right, cool. People finally have a different version of how they look at him.
I just don't like seeing him in this light. Like I don't know. I hope he doesn't take like big offense.
I think it's engagement.
Really?
I absolutely love.
I don't. But at what
Elliott
cost?
as the heel. Well, that's on him to decide when he goes to bed at night. But what is the truth of the matter? For me, that is Elliott has been an established journalist for mad reputable platforms and magazines in his career. You're not ready to try another way? You're not ready to not always say the politically correct thing?
Yeah.
Or you're not ready to not be Mr. Perfect or Mr. Editorial, Mr. Front and Back of the mag? Like, can we get an authentic thought from you that don't seem so just manufactured?
It was authentic.
I think this is the first year that Elliott started his Patreon.
Yes.
When you are now in that world, it requires some of that.
Absolutely.
And I don't have a problem with mess. Mess is only mess when we see what you do with the mess. Like, I don't put Young Thug on this list because he could beat this trial. And then this year was a year of glory.
Yeah.
Because, all right, the trial dragged. They needed more jurors. This nigga left. He didn't testify. Like, it could be great. Elliott, it could be great. Envy and the rest of the people that he had on that list, it's been a hit.
Yeah.
It's been a hit.
Yeah.
The reason I agree with Regi on the Elliott thing is because every time he falls into something like this with the Nicki and the Drake thing, he apologizes for it. Which means I think he authentically fell into being a hater. And once you get painted as a hater,
that's what I'm saying.
It's hard to refute that,
value in that
unless you have the cachet, the charisma
Everybody don't know there's value in it because most y'all niggas out there be pussy. There's value in being the hater. Y'all view me as the hater. I don't feel like I'm a hater. But I receive y'all viewing me that way. Y'all also feel like I say shit and then apologize. I don't give a fuck about any of that. All I'm looking at is my place in this ecosystem, the power of my voice, the impact of it, and that's the gift. It's not, oh shit, Joe Budden said something, everybody killed him. I'm home happy. Please kill me. When the people that pay out put your name in the thing, they don't see what's being said. They see Joe Budden's name has been typed 18 million times on Wednesday. I'm that nigga when they start reading that shit.
But some people could go like you can go to bed at night knowing like, all right, this is how I feel and I'm okay with it. I thoroughly, and I could be completely wrong. Elliott, correct me. I'm sorry if I am wrong. But I truly believe Elliott wants to maintain these relationships and the rapport with the people that he gets deemed hating on. I think this is like
that
you. I don't think you have that within you.
Fuck all of
I know
exactly.
you had like. So
I don't want to be friends with not near one of them niggas.
Your apology is because you know what? I'm self-aware. I have people around me who think the best of me. So I'm gonna apologize.
I didn't like that I did that.
Yes.
It's not because I want to be fly with none of y'all niggas.
Thank you.
I didn't like that I did
with myself.
that.
Exactly. I don't know.
You may be right about Elliott.
I don't know.
That may be true. Elliott may want a relationship with some of these people.
Yes.
My point is his life won't change a bit if it don't happen. But he might not know that yet.
Yeah.
Elliott is married. Elliott is working. Elliott is Elliott. He's however years old he is. He's him already. Fuck these niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he didn't have to do any of this.
I ain't friends with none of you niggas.